The work has now shifted to a recovery mission. Sadly, there are no survivors. This was a dark and excruciating night in our nation's capital and in our nation's history, and a tragedy of terrible proportions. As one nation, we grieve for every precious soul that has been taken from us so suddenly.
Now at 4, the grim task of recovering the remains of crash victims and evidence continues in the cold waters of D.C.'s Potomac River. Sadly, it is believed that not one of the 67 people survived when an Army Black Hawk helicopter and passenger jet on approach into Reagan National Airport collided midair late last night.
So here's the very latest. Several federal agencies are now investigating how these two aircraft wound up on a collision course. According to the FAA, staffing in the air traffic control tower was, quote, not normal. However, the FAA says the staff that they had is permissible and it does not violate any guidelines.
The NTSB says staffing and really every aspect of what happened is obviously still under investigation. A news conference with the NTSB just wrapped up less than half an hour ago, and we're going to get to all of it.
So we begin with Brian Abel in Washington, and we do have a warning that some of the images you're about to see could be disturbing.
American Airlines says Flight 5342 from Wichita, operated by PSA, was on approach to land at Reagan National Airport when it and an Army Black Hawk helicopter from the 12th Aviation Battalion, similar to this one, collided in flight.
It was a fairly experienced crew, and that was doing a required annual night evaluation. They did have night vision goggles.
There was not a breakdown in communication between the military helicopter and American Airlines flight. There was communication between the aircraft and the tower.
Among the PSA jet's passengers, several athletes, coaches, and family members returning from a development camp with U.S. figure skating. In a statement, the governing body said it is devastated by this unspeakable tragedy. At the White House, President Donald Trump addressing the tragedy.
As one nation, we grieve for every precious soul that has been taken.
But he also pointed fingers.
I put safety first. Obama, Biden, and the Democrats put policy first. The FAA's diversity and inclusion hiring plan, which says diversity is integral to achieving FAA's mission of ensuring safe and efficient travel. I don't think so.
When asked for evidence why DEI could be a factor.
Because I have common sense, okay?
This morning, the president appointed a former senior aviation official as the FAA's acting administrator. That role, among others at the agency, were left empty following resignations ahead of Trump taking office. In Washington, Brian Abel reporting.